welcome back, you guys. My name is Lala Rosa, and thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to press the subscribe button, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And keep in mind, leave your comments and questions down below. So, today you've already noticed that I already have my foundation as well as my eyebrows filled in, and we're gonna get straight into eyeshadow. So today's look is very out of the ordinary of what I normally do, but I am going to share this moment with you guys anyway. So let's get started. So you guys all know that I use the lovely paint pot called Laying Low from MAC Cosmetics. It is a color base. I use it as a primer. It prevents the eyeshadow from creasing, especially if you live in a humid place. It is summer right now. So ladies, I know it's kind of hard to keep your eyeshadow on, but with this bad boy, this will tame your eyeshadow and keep it in place. It also not only it doesn't cause creasing to your eyeshadow, but it also sustains your eyeshadow throughout the day, as well as allow the colors to stand out. So the color Laying Low I'm using today is basically close to my skin tone. So I'm going to go ahead and use it with this synthetic brush. It's the 242 brush from MAC Cosmetics. I'm going to take very little of it, and I'm going to brush it across the eyelid and work my way into blending it up. Please keep in mind to keep this sealed when not utilizing this paint pot, because it can dry out and you will be very disappointed. Like I mentioned in my last video, if you are a shade darker than I am, I would recommend using Groundworks. And if you are a shade lighter than I am, then you could also look into Soft Ochre as well as Painterly. The reason why I chose Laying Low is because it's very close to my skin tone, and it becomes a universal product for me to use with any color eyeshadow as well as texture. So there. So what I did was brush it across the lid and then brush it all the way up using my 242 brush. So now I'm going to go ahead and use an eyeshadow called Amberlights, which is like a 24 karat gold eyeshadow, and using the 239 brush. So I'm going to grab a little bit of that, and I'm going to press it on the inner corner of my eye. Now pressing it is going to allow the paint pot that you just applied on to grab the eyeshadow and keeping it in place. It's the same concept of when you apply your powder, so that way your foundation doesn't separate or move. Same concept. So I'm going to take it from the outer corner all the way to the mid of the eyelid. Then I'm going to go ahead and flip my brush around and grab Coppering and start from where I left off with Amberlights and take it all the way over to the outer corner of my lid. Does that make sense? That way it fades from Amberlights, the gold, to Coppering, which is more of a penny color eyeshadow. There. So I'm going to give you some time to go ahead and do the other eye. So once again, you're going to use the 242 brush or any synthetic brush. Grab your paint pot, just very little, you do not need a lot, and apply all across the lid. And you're going to go ahead and brush it all the way up. You're spreading it all the way up underneath the eyebrows. You don't need a lot of this product, just very little, you guys. And once I'm done with it, I'm going to seal it and then go ahead and grab my brush, my 239 brush, and I'm going to use Amber Lights on the outer corner. Inner corner. I apologize. Inner corner by pressing it so that way it allows the paint pot to grab the eyeshadow so it stays in place. So I'm going from the inner corner all the way to the mid of the eyelid. Then I'm going to flip my brush around and grab Coppering, which is like a penny color with a high hue of red in it. Almost like the color of my hair. By the way, y'all don't know if you guys noticed, I did change my color hair. Pretty cool, right? So happy. So once I'm done, I'm going to grab my 242 brush. My 224 brush, I apologize. And this lovely fluffy brush. It really picks up a lot of, very little product. So it's great to like press and blend your eyeshadows together. And I'm going to use Malt underneath my brows. And what I'm going to do is press it. It's like a nude matte eyeshadow. And I'm just going to go ahead and just blend it. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Press it. And then blend it. Just underneath the eyebrows. We're not going anywhere else. Pretty cool, right? All right. So once we're done doing that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab brownscript eyeshadow. And I'm going to press it in the outer corner and I'm going to brush it back and forth in the crease area. So this is going to be my transition color. And I'm using the same brush, the 224 brush. And brownscript is like basically a brick color, the same tone as Coppering but matte, and it does have a red hue undertone. Back and forth, side by side, like a window shield wiper. So I'm doing this twice, you guys, if you notice. Cool. Once I'm done, I'm gonna go ahead and start applying my eyeliner. And before I do the eyeliner, I'm going to grab my eyeshadow roll. All my eyeshadows are like different palettes. It's like an orange, and what I'm going to do is throw that in the crease as well. And it's going to intensify the color. Mind you, I'm not digging my brush in. I'm tapping it because I don't want it to look super, super bright. So I just grab this very little. So once I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and grab my lovely favorite flat taper brush. It is the 228 brush. And I'm going to use that right after I'm done concealing underneath my eyes with concealer. Well, actually, no. I'm going to do the eyeliner first. So I'm going to do eyeliner first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my 210 brush. And I'm going to grab the Inglot number 6 liner. No, I'm going to do black. I was going to do brown, but I'm going to do black. All right, so I'm going to do the number 77 Inglot gel eyeliner. Just very little. And this is another product you guys want to keep sealed tight, man, because this will dry out on you. So I'm going to start from the center. and drag it all the way to the end, and then work my way towards the beginning to the mid of the eyes from where I began. There. Very thin. I don't want anything too thick. So I'm going to go from the mid, take it all the way over. And then I'm going to start from where I left off from the middle and work my way towards the beginning. And notice how I apply it on very little at a time. All right, cool. Now that we're done, I'm just gonna make sure I got enough on here. There, cool. So that was the number 77 brush with the, number 77 liner from Inglot with the 210 brush. So before I go ahead and apply my concealer, I'm using this Lightful eye cream from MAC Cosmetics. It does have vitamin C in it, which helps brighten around the eye area, and it also has seaweed extracts in it, which will keep around the eye area hydrated. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the eye cream, and I'm going to also incorporate it with my concealer. And I'm using this palette. And in this palette, there's an NC42. So I'm going to use that NC42, and I'm going to press it with my beauty blender. And also, I don't want to take off what I applied on as far as liner goes. So I'm going to go ahead and take this brush. It is the 208 brush. And this is the brush that's like more of a synthetic feel. A lot of people use this for eyebrows. I use it to kind of correct the tail. And basically what I'm going to do is I fixed it, and now I'm just going to press it so that way I know not to go over that liner I just created. Because that's happened to me a couple of times, and I've come up with a concept. So it's worked for me. So there. And if you don't know where to stop, just smile. All right, cool. Done with that. Put this away. And excuse me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my Prep and Prime transparent powder, and I'm going to press it. So you can basically use this with any eyeshadow. Any brush, like any fluffy brush. You could use any type of brush, anything that's like tight and bristled. So something maybe like this you can find, or that's just my preference. They don't make this brush anymore, but It's like my favorite. So I'm going to take it and press it back and forth. I'm pressing it to set it so it doesn't crease or anything like that. I do live in a humid place, and honey, this weather is not a joke. Especially if you're trying to tame and keep your makeup in place, it's not a joke. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Tap it, inner corner, all the way across. And this is going to help sustain my concealer from creasing or doing anything crazy that I don't want it to do. All right, cool. Now that I'm done, I'm going to grab my fan brush with my Global Glow. And oh, you know what? I think I'm going to incorporate soft and gentle in this shenanigans. I think that's what I'm going to do. No, cheeky bronze. So I have Global Glow with cheeky bronze, mineralized illuminators, and I'm going to grab this fan brush and I'm going to rock them back and forth into this palette, brush into that both palettes, and I'm just going to rock it back and forth. Press, 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 press. I should have did that before. Sorry, you guys. Cool. Up and down, up and down. And then what I'm going to do is take my ring finger and I'm going to rub both colors together and press it all the way up, just halfway from the tip of my nose to the mid. And that's about it. And I got to take a little bit over the eyebrows. And that's that. And before I let that go, I'm going to go ahead and grab my 228 brush. And I'm going to add some right here. Right at the tear duct, which is my favorite spot. Cool. Put those away. And then what I'm going to do is grab brownscript and orange eyeshadow. Remember, brownscript is like a brick color, and not orange eyeshadow, but rule, and then take it and drag it. See? Fire! I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Just very lightly and gentle, you guys. Woo! I think I put too much. There. There. Put these away. And now for my lovely bronzer and contouring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, see what this is, dark deep mineralized powder in a compact, and I'm going to take it and using my brush, which is the 233, and I'm going to take it and rock it back and forth right below the highlighter and buff. Remember, on the side it should be like a C, but very soft and gentle. I don't like to make it so hardcore. Just very gentle. Rock. Buff it backwards. Press it and blend. And I kind of skip and go back and forth. And if you're not sure, just smile. Jaw, here, and there. So what I'm going to do is grab my powder brush which is the 187 brush, my favorite brush. And I'm going to grab my mineralized loose powder, my favorite powder. This is more like a satin finish. That's the reason why I'm crazy about it. And what I'm doing is pressing and setting everything and blending everything. Cool, cool, cool. So it softens everything out. Put this away. I'm going to grab my 224 brush again. I'm going to dip it into brown, dark mineralized compact powder. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on the side of my nose to make my nose a little slightly snatched. There. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab any large brush. Everybody knows that I do this. I'm the famous of doing this. And I'm going to grab my dark deep with my sun power. And I'm going to blend because I'm not doing blush today. Because I want an extra bronze into my skin. There. And once I'm completely done with that, I'm going to go ahead and set my brows with the brow set. It's called Quiet Brunette. And it is smudge resistant, humidity resistant. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I applied my powder, so I have to make sure that it sustains itself and take all that powder off my brows. Not cute. So now I'm going to go ahead and use the famous lipstick called Viva Glam 2, which is like a pinkish nude. Pinkish nude. And I'm going to grab Stone Lip Liner. Stone is like a cement color, if anybody doesn't know what that is. There's also a lipstick in that form of color. Same name and everything. Just very lightly. I wanted to keep my lips soft, you guys. I didn't want to go crazy. And then what I'm going to do is use my lovely upward lash. You know, this is like my favorite mascara. And this will give you volume and length and curl. Favorite mascara. This little bullet, I know a lot of people look at it and they're like, what the hell? But this thing works. I freaking love it. And here I am, right at the end of my makeup journey with you guys. I absolutely thank you guys for watching. And don't forget to like it. And don't forget to leave your comments down below. And yes, this is the look. And I'm happy. And I love it. And I hope you guys love it too. And thank you for watching. I appreciate you. My name is Lala Rosa. And I'm signing off. I am going bye-bye. And I'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Leave your comments down below. And also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It is _228. Snapchat, Lala Rosa 228. Thank you guys so much and have a beautiful, blessed, productive, and positive week. And stay smiling.